Lantern Rite is nearly here. Oh! It's a festival to commemorate... Oh, may the flames of wisdom spread...
Wow! And where there's a... You catch Paimon's drift?
You want to get involved in the Lantern Rite? During this time, if you're looking to take part, it's not too late. Oh, also, if you're able to, could you try to convince... We're not close. I wouldn't know how to ask him.
Yeah, Paimon thinks it might be better.
I suppose you're right. If you leave too late, the city will be crowded with... Get going. Happy Lantern Rite.
Young man, if I may be so bold, how much for the floating thing,
Paimon's not for sale!
As a matter of fact, I'm just a small-time merchant anyway.
You know, the more you talk, the more suspicious you sound.
My, someone's in a grumpy mood, aren't they?
Ooh, suspiciously trustworthy!
So, I assume you two and Liyue. This year's Mingxiao Lantern is supposed to... It's big enough to make you wonder. I guess it must just be held up by a similarly sized...
Sounds awesome!
I hope our paths cross again. Welcome...
Wow! So many stalls! Here? I'm Ching Ching. I just donated Dolly. Last night in my dream, Dolly told... So I gave her to the lady over by the big deer... I did the right thing. Didn't...
Seems to be something mysterious about this photographic apparatus.
This year's Mingxiao Lantern is dedicated to Skybracer. Well, that's the plan. I do hope they make the antler... The story goes that the antlers were made from the very... But then that fateful battle happened. He used those blood-drenched antlers as a wedge to... Thanks to him, Mount Tianheng still stands... Whether you believe the story or not, surely the reason the Lantern Rite exists is because people... Goodbye. May the flames of wisdom...
held down, who knows where it would fly off to?
This is the plasterite to be used for the Mingxiao Lantern. The whole of the Xiao market is centered...
Oh, hello! Who are you?
I'm Zhang Zhou. Recently, I've been tracking progress on the construction of the Mingxiao Lantern. You seem like newcomers. Is this your first Lantern Rite?
Yes. How can you tell?
Well, I don't remember running into any weird and wonderful mascots at last year's fest. You'll see lots of people releasing little lanterns during the festival. Those ones are called Xiao lanterns. Almost every business in Liyue has a booth at the annual Xiao market. But despite its popularity, this is the one time of the year they're not looking to make...
So, the Xiao market. Does it have stuff you can eat?
Plenty. And if I do say so myself, the Lantern Rite is the best festival. It is Liyue's biggest annual festival, after all. Showing off your craft is a great way to drop, so even if there's no mora to be made, everyone is secretly going all out to get their produce under the spotlight.
Folks in Lila are so smart.
If you need any help, you can look for Wangya. She's overseeing the Lantern Rite. She's usually somewhere around the Xiao Market. She's your first port of call.
Oh, will she know which stall sells the tastiest stuff?
No doubt. When it comes to the Lantern Rite, no one knows more than she does.
Got it! Let's go to the Xiao Market and then...
Hi, can I help you? From the look of you, you don't hail from Liyue. Are you overseeing? Not exactly. The Lantern Rite Festival belongs to the whole... I'm just taking care of a few small things. Doing my bit to make sure every...
We want to know where the tastiest food in the whole wide Xiao Market is.
The tastiest? Hard to say. I guess that depends. If it gets any busier over there, I'm gonna have to bring the millilith to keep things orderly. Hey, you'd best get over there quick before the streets get too crowded with people. Oh, and if you are heading to Yinyan, please do me a favor and run this document over to him. It's a summary of the data from last year's Lantern Rite, compiled by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. As thanks, I've got a gift for you when you get back.
Hello.
This always gives me...
We really don't have enough hands on deck. If I'd known, I would have roped some others in.
What's the best thing on the menu?
Ah, customers. Take a look and decide for yourself. I can do anything on the menu. Or if there's something in particular you're after, I can do...
Woohoo! Paimon will have... Huh. Now that you mention it, you do have a lot of options for a food stall.
Naturally. If there's a dish same... hand it up. Come on then, place your...
There's... Huh? Seeing as the Lantern Rite...
Ah, your friend has a good eye for food. Please wait. I'll have it ready for you. Okay, here's your grilled tigerfish. What do you think?
Delicious. Of course! What kind of a guide would Paimon be otherwise?
Well, hope you enjoy your food. I gotta see to some other customers. If you get hungry again, you know where I am.
So you're back. What do you think? Yin Yan makes some mean grub, huh?
Ah, so tasty.
Oh, yeah? He said that last year, too. If he'd listened to our marketing tips, he'd be doing even... Anyway, not to worry. Here's the gift I was talking about. This
Wow, such a beautiful lantern. How is it made?
I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to, but if you're interested in Xiao Lantern...
So he's responsible for this super...
That's right. He should be easy to find.
If we could make a Xiao lantern for Xiao, maybe that would cheer him up a bit. Let's find Jingming and see what he has to say.
At this rate, we should be able to meet the deadline. Teach you how to make Xiao lanterns. Oh, I'll be happy to teach you. There's no one way to make a Xiao lantern, but let me start by showing you the simplest one. I should have some spare materials over here. Just a second. They still need a bit of work.
That was so complicated. Paimon is all out of brain juice. Did you get it?
It all comes with practice. No one's expecting your first try to be perfect. Folks like you who want to learn my craft are a rare find nowadays.
Did you build that humongous Mingxiao lantern using the same method?
That one? I suppose it's fair to say the method is the same.
So it was a community effort?
Surely you've heard about it. The Xiao Market is actually a fundraiser, aiming to support...
Whoa. So that's how the Mingxiao lantern is...
Such is the Lantern Rite tradition. The Ministry of Civil Affairs...
Oh, so that's what that little girl meant when she said she donated her ragdoll. But since when do you build Mingxiao lanterns out of ragdolls?
Well, the Lantern Rite is a major festival. If somebody wants to make a contribution, no matter how small, or in this case symbolic, we tend not to reject them. Oh, especially considering how grand of an occasion the Lantern Rite is for everyone. Alrighty then. Of course, if you want to make another Xiao Lantern at any time, happy Lantern Rite. Have fun.
So, did you find Jingming?
We did! And he taught us all about how to make Xiao lanterns. Even though Paimon can't really remember any of it.
No worries. You can always ask Jingming if you need to refresh your memory. I should go. Duty calls. Happy